In the 7th and 8th centuries CE, the Umayyad Caliphate was at the height of its power. The Islamic territories had expanded from the Arabian Peninsula to Persia in the east and North Africa in the west. Under the rule of Caliph al-Walid ibn Abd al-Malik, or 705 to 715 CE, the Muslims turned their attention northwest, to North Africa and eventually to Europe. In North Africa, after long and difficult campaigns, the Muslims succeeded in conquering the Maghreb region. One of the key military leaders in the region was Musa bin Nusayr, the governor of Afriqiya, North Africa. Musa had a trusted general, a former Berber slave who was freed due to his intelligence and leadership, Tariq bin Ziyad. Tariq bin Ziyad is believed to have been of Berber origin from North Africa. There is some debate among historians regarding his background. Some say he was once a slave freed by Musa bin Nusayr because of his brilliance and bravery. Tariq was known for his military prowess, courage, and strategic thinking. He would go down in history for a singular, monumental achievement, the Conquest of Andalusia, Spain, in the year 711 CE. At that time, the Iberian Peninsula, now Spain and Portugal, was ruled by the Visigothic kingdom, with King Roderick as its ruler. The kingdom was in decline due to internal conflict and dissatisfaction among its people, especially religious minorities like the Jews, who were persecuted under Visigoth rule. A discontented Visigoth nobleman named Julian, the governor of Ceuta, in modern-day Morocco, sought Musa bin Nusayr's help in overthrowing King Roderick. Musa sent Tariq bin Ziyad to assess the situation and explore the possibility of conquest. In April 711 CE, Tariq bin Ziyad led a force of approximately 7,000 soldiers, mostly Berbers, across the Strait of Gibraltar using ships provided by Julian. They landed at a rocky mountain, which Tariq named Jabal Tariq, Mountain of Tariq, a name that later evolved into Gibraltar in English. Upon arriving in Europe, Tariq made a legendary move. He ordered his troops to burn their ships, leaving no path of retreat. This bold act delivered a clear message: they would either win or die trying. He is famously reported to have told his troops, "O my warriors, where will you flee? The sea is behind you, and the enemy is in front of you. There is no choice but victory." The decisive battle took place at Guadalete, where Tariq's army faced King Roderick's much larger force of over 40,000 troops. Despite being outnumbered, the Muslim forces had superior morale, brilliant tactics, and the support of oppressed local communities. With clever military maneuvers and strategic genius, Tariq led his troops to a stunning victory. King Roderick is believed to have died in the battle. This defeat shattered the Visigothic rule and opened the door for the Muslim forces to conquer city after city across the Iberian Peninsula. Following the victory at Guadalete, Tariq swiftly moved to capture major cities: Córdoba, taken with minimal resistance; Toledo, the Visigothic capital, surrendered with little bloodshed; Granada and Seville also fell into Muslim hands. Hearing of Tariq's success, Musa bin Nusayr followed with an additional 18,000 troops. Together, they completed the conquest of nearly the entire Iberian Peninsula in a relatively short span, just around 3 years. Unfortunately, after these victories, tension arose between Musa and Tariq. Musa allegedly felt that Tariq had acted too independently, conquering lands and claiming spoils of war without waiting for orders. Eventually, both were summoned back to Damascus by Caliph al-Walid. Upon their arrival, the story of Tariq becomes vague. He did not receive the honor and recognition many believe he deserved. Some historical accounts suggest he was sidelined and died in obscurity, poor and forgotten. Tariq bin Ziyad was more than just a military commander. He was the catalyst for one of the most significant cultural and political shifts in European and Islamic history. The conquest of Andalusia not only expanded Muslim rule but also ushered in a golden era of knowledge, art, and coexistence. Though Tariq ibn Ziyad is long gone, his name lives on, as the warrior who crossed the sea with faith, burned his ships with resolve, and carved his name into history with valor.